Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, our subscribers, listeners, readers, and exciting travelers. So, today we have a wonderful person here today for our interview. His name is Anatoly Vasiliev. He's a former maritime officer. He is a very enthusiastic organizer of many maritime and land expeditions and cruises and all sorts of event-based travels. His life and his activities are very much connected with history, geography, art, and many important persons and people of the past and of the future from various industries and spheres. So, hello, pleased to talk to you right now here. Could you please tell us briefly what brings you here and what is your connection to any maritime travels?
Hello, Arda. Sea and sea traveling is my life. Early from youth and until today, I have a great number of traveling, sailing. I was the participant of different oceanography and hydrography and so on expeditions during my life. And the beginning of these activities was the cadet of the naval school and then naval academy, and my specialty is oceanography and hydrography. That way, several times on the north, or in the Arctic, or in Antarctic, I took part in different scientific expeditions.
Right, that basically also answers my other question. Your maritime experience and maritime travel, what history do you have? So we got that covered. Okay, next question would be what sea travels are for you metaphysically, or just what kind of a symbol it is for you?
First of all, it's nature, and then it's participants, it's people, and then it's art, because I'm a maritime photographer, and in all expeditions of my life, I took a photo camera, and the results of my experience was different photo expeditions, photo exhibitions, photo albums, different video films, clips, and another result.
I'm not going to ask you to list all the countries and expeditions and cruises and so forth that you took part in, but maybe you can revise some of the most memorable ones for you.
As for me, 10 years I was a hydrographer on the north in Arctic, and it's quite interesting to participate in exhibitions in Barents, White Sea or Karst Sea, the archipelago Novaya Zemlya, or archipelago of the land of Saint Joseph in the Barents Sea. Of course, it's quite interesting to participate in the exhibitions in Antarctica, and in 2016 I was on the land of Antarctica in our station Progress. It was wonderful, because when you landed in Antarctica, you understand that you now situated on different planet, and it was quite interesting.
So you could probably tell that there is much more to Antarctica beyond the sense of achievements, beyond seeing the penguins and the icebergs. So there's probably much more to it that people may not expect.
Yes, and there was also a great number of photos. It was quite interesting to see the flora and fauna of these geographical portals.
Right. Moving on. Could you tell a little bit about the process of organizing expeditions and cruises? Because we know that you have assembled a number of art themed cruises on our ship running on waves. Could you tell a little bit about that experience? So, not necessarily how it came to be, but how you approached this kind of task to organize such trips.
First of all, it's quite important to have a name. And when you have a name, you have an idea, then you thinking about the tasks, you're thinking about the track, and when we finished my first round the world expedition, sailing on the training sailing ship Sedov, when I returned to my motherland, I met Ben and we talk about future around the world expedition. That time it was 2013. I met running on waves. I was on a board and we sailing. It was a crossing in the Mediterranean Sea, and we talk about the future around the world sailing. After a few years, I understand that and I recognize the new theme. This theme is reserves of mankind. With this theme, we decided to sail in 2025-2026, and we have the theme, we have the track, we have the aim, and now we are finding partners and different programs of this sailing.
So, could you elaborate a little bit more what motivated you to make your own round the world sailing?
I have a friend who told me that if you decide to be happy, you have three ways of this happiness. First way is love, your family, your parents, your sons, daughters, grandsons, granddaughters, family, and love. The next, second is job. Not job, might be a hobby. And the third way is adventures. And in this way, if you have three ways where in one point you will be happy. That way, I think that and I understand that if I'd like to be happy, I'd like to traveling, to sail with the friends, with my friends, first of all, with my partners, and in that way, all around the world sailing is the good way to recognize yourself, to recognize the world, to recognize different countries, different people. In that way, we decided to go to the new round the world sailing.
Okay, can you name a few things how in general you could get prepared for such a round the world journey, and maybe some things that you must prepare for sure?
First of all, it's aim and theme and idea. my idea, reservoirs of mankind. And then, when you understand your aim, the next way is to understand the tasks, the track, and it's very important to understand what is the budget of your future sailing, what is your partners, what is the programs, what is the projects, sub-projects of your future sailing. In that way, from 2017, we started to make auto rallies all different countries of the world. We were in Mongolia, in Japan, and in China. And during these auto rallies, expeditions on the land and on the sea, we recognize each other. We find new friends, new partners, and in that way, now we understand that we are ready to start the first episode of preparing all this future around the world sailing.
Can you name a few difficulties or challenges and dangers that could await you during this journey?
Weather, ocean, it's quite dangerous, but if you decided to understand yourself, if you decided to make this sailing and to finish it, you have the forces to be strong.
Next up, who do you think are the types of people who, first of all, who mostly will be interested in round the world sailing trip?
I think it will be different people. It may be scientists, journalists, poets. It may be travelers who like also adventures and sailing. It may be sportsmen. It may be businessmen, and so on, so on, so on. We have 17 aims of development, and these 17 aims equal for the 17 parts of future all around the world sailing. In that way, everything from ecology to education is very important for us.
Could you please tell why you chose as the most likely route the one we have discussed previously? So mostly going through tropical zones, mostly around the equator.
First of all, the start and finish. We decided to start from Athens, Greece. It's the motherland.
Cradle of civilization.
Yeah, first of all. Then it's Mediterranean part, then Transatlantica, and we decided to go across Panama Channel because I think it's a very important part of America. Then we decided to visit French Polynesia, and then decided to go to New Zealand and Australia. I think that Pacific Ocean is very important now for the mankind, for the future generations of the mankind. Why? Because the center of politics, of economy, of culture, the center will be in Pacific Ocean.
Can you answer why you're mostly thinking of running on waves? So why you think our ship running waves, part of Embarq fleet? Why do you think it is up for this challenge?
I met running on waves in 2013. with my friends, with my partners, we took part in different sailing in Mediterranean, and I understand this ship, I understand the crew, and I think that this ship is optimal for around the world sailing because it's comfortable, it's a cruise line, but it will be also be as expedition surveying vessel. And that way, it's rather comfortable and rather useful vessel. I think it's very important part of preparing for future exhibition is that this program Embarq, which a good instrument for planning, for budgeting, for finding partners and different programs for future exhibition.
After everything is set up and scheduled, what roles do you see for yourself on board the ship and on land in the ports of this?
It's very important to have special programs, special projects in each port of future sailing. Why? Because we are not a sportsman. It is not the project for different specific sailing. It's a cultural project, and it is devoted to the reserves of mankind. That way, very important to have a special programs of 17 games in each port, in each country. Sometimes it may be cultural programs, sometimes scientific, sometimes special historical projects. That way, every port of visiting will have own specific.
Which ones you think will be the most important ones, and which ones will probably be more popular among guests out of those activities and places of interest?
First of all, we have Embarq as a program, which have possibilities to find and to check these activities. But we also decided to prepare our own activities. In that way, we are finding the partners who will be quite interested of this sailing and of this program, of this exhibition.
So you see it as a kind of a teamwork, as some kind of a partnership network in the process. Okay, I don't have it right in front of me, but I saw it. The general statistics, the figures for such a trip are truly astounding. I mean, number of days, number of stages, or basically sections of the trip, the distances, the number of ports of call, number of countries. So, can you talk a little bit about that?
We decided to start 1st of October 2025. We'll have 17 parts of these around the world sailing, and we decided to finish in the end of August 2026, also in Athens, Greece. Nearly 40,000 nautic miles will be the distance of all the route. 3 oceans, Indian, Atlantic and Pacific, nearly 15 seas of these oceans, nearly 50 ports, nearly 30 countries of different parts of the world and of different metrics, the general characteristics.
Okay, what do you think is the main value? What is the main sense or benefit of this round the world sailing for the world itself, for the cruise industry, and for the guests?
First of all, it's a reserve of mankind. That way, I think that the participants of this around the world sailing will be more happy. They bring new friends, new partners. They will understand different aims of the development of mankind. I think that the results of this project, of this sailing, will be the exhibition, photo exhibition, special book album, and also films and other activities.
So, if I understood you correctly, you mean that the values are coming from the general experience of doing such a trip, the experience of visiting all the events, seeing people, seeing countries, and just having those memories of taking part of such a grandiose adventure, you could say.
Right.
Okay. Well, that wraps it up. Thank you very much indeed, Anatoly, for this mind-boggling interview. So we will be happy to see you again when we will go much more in detail, when we will dive way deeper into the essence of this project.
Thank you. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.